establishing a new government that supports the U.S. when it's the best way. That's the way. U.S. is the backseat now, and in front is Saudi Arabia and Iran and those forces. So that's the third phase of Islamism today. But the point is that when we, as a working class in Egypt, in Iran, in Tunisia, in Iraq, when we look at the political scene, we don't see bourgeoisie in any other place other than Islamism, other than those states and those forces that are playing a role in front of us. So I think ISIS means that that's the only solution, or if you want to say solution or prospect that capitalism has for everybody. In the Middle East and everywhere else, actually. It means that they are at the end of the road that Reagan and Margaret Thatcher started. Neoconservatism and neoliberalism. I was just talking to our Congress in the break. I said the very fact that they have the same word, they have two words for the same thing. In the US, they call it neoconservatism. In Europe, they call it neoliberalism. It means liberalism and conservatism are the same. There's no difference between them anymore. Even the naming is the same. They are new. Neoliberalism is other than old liberalism. Neoliberalism means austerity. Neoliberalism means privatization. Neoliberalism means take a political part to the religion, to the sectarian groups, to the ethnic groups, let them create a mosaic society, and that's the meaning of today's democracy. Democracy is not anymore one person, one vote, one citizen, one vote. It's not one religion, one vote, one tribe, one vote. And the heads of those tribes and religions are making a state, and it's loyal jargon, it's democracy that we brought to you. And they have the same meaning of democracy not only in the third world countries, in their own country, in the Western Europe. Democracy means a combination of religions and tribes and sects in society and in the state. So there is no liberalism anymore. Neoconservatism and neoliberalism are the same thing. And we are facing that. What it means politically for working class? It means that we, working class, we carry the banner of humanism, the carry of civilization, we carry the flag of civil society even. We carry the flag of democracy even. We carry the flag of French Revolution, not only October Revolution, French Revolution, because there is nobody defending those values anymore. They deny human being as a universal creature. If you say I'm a human being, say where are you from? If you are from Africa, you have honor destiny, honor system of values. If you are from Asia, if you are from Europe, honor. But economically, austerity is forever. When it comes to economy, the world is unified. But when it comes to society, to policy, to the state, to the theory of governing, it depends. It was the opposite 100 years ago, 50 years ago. Before the collapse of Soviet Union, it was the opposite. They had different model of growth, economic growth for different parts of the world, because one part of the world was not still before the capitalism, they were feudalism, they had to change it to capitalism. So they had different platforms, economical platforms for different parts of the world. But politically, they were the same. Look at the West. That's your future. Cairo and Tehran and Kabul and Baghdad going to be next, Paris and London and Washington, if you go with the Western democracy. Today is the other way. Western democracy is not good for you. It was for us good, but it's not good for us even today. So don't look at our standards. Don't look at French Revolution. Don't look at Enlightenment. That was a mistake. We had our mistakes in the religion. Religion is good. Keep it. If you are Muslim, Muslim is good. If you are Israelism, then Judaism is your destiny. So culturally, socially, politically, you are different. Relativism. Economically, there's no different modes of growth anymore. Austerity for everybody. That's the story of our time. So working class today, what should we do? We should come out of our factories, go to streets. Once Margaret Thatcher said, I just say that and finish. Once Margaret Thatcher said that we need people to go to street and shout, long live capitalism. Long live capitalism. They did that for 3 decades. They had their time. They had more than their fair share of history, and they ruined it. Now it's up. Now my call is to working class, come out of factories. We need somebody. Go to streets. Go to Atari. Go to New York. Go to the middle of Occupy movement. Go to the middle of French Revolution and shout long live socialism. Because socialism means civilization today, means freedom today, means secularism today, means human rights today, means equality of women and men today. Socialism is everything. If Lenin says every Democrat is socialist, now I'd say every feminist has to be a socialist. Every activist for the environmentalist has to be a socialist. Every Democrat, every liberal has to be a socialist. And every person who believes in universal values, in every humanitarian has to be a socialist. And that's our message. I hope this conference be a step toward that direction. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hamid Sawari, for that contribution. It's very much appreciated. Just now, our colleagues are trying to see if we can hook up with Reza Rashidi on Skype. Is he available? He's not available at the moment, okay? Okay. So in that case, we've got, before our panel discussion, which we'll come to shortly, we have some messages of solidarity with the jail workers in Iran, specifically one of those activists called Behnan Ebrahimzadeh, who is in prison under severe conditions, and his son, actually a teenager, is severely ill. Okay, yeah, that's thanks. Behnan Ebrahimzadeh with his son, and the son is under treatment for leukemia. And so you can imagine the kind of situation that he is in. And so there's a big campaign going on for his release. And Shukufa Bahari, who's been working very hard translating all day, is going to make another contribution and come out and read out, is that a letter from the wife of Behnan Ebrahimzadeh? Yeah, please come.
Thank you to all of you, and thank you for a very good opportunity to translate. Yes, I'm losing my voice a little bit because I've been talking all day. But they say women like to talk, so here we go. Be the voice of our silence. To workers, unions, humanitarians, organizations, human rights organizations, Amnesty International, children's rights, and women rights organizations. The life of my child's father, Behnan Ebrahimzadeh, is in danger. This letter is written by me and my son, Nima, who suffers leukemia. To all you who are the voice of conscience, dear friends, today we are informed via phone about Behnan's warning situation. We are extremely worried. We do not know what to do. They told us today that Behnam was moved to the Raja Hishar prison, Ward 1, House 2. Behnam has been on hunger strike since August 9 in order to protest the pressures against him and the indifference of the prison authorities toward his health problems and bodily conditions. Today, we received another bad news, that the guards have attacked the wards and beaten the inmates. Behnam had not been able to even stand on his feet due to the health conditions and his hunger strike. We received sad news about Behnam's situation, one after another. Behnam has been punished and has been sent to the criminal ward. This ward is full of drugs and no one is safe there since some of the inmates carry knives and arms. Dear friends, we receive such news continuously. Our heart is broken continuously. We ask ourselves, what is to be done? And I and my ill son, have been experiencing difficult and frustrating situations for several years. Your support and love have warmed our hearts and made us stand this inhumane situation with more strength. However, I witness my son Nima is fading away before my eyes, little by little, and there is nothing I can do. Many nights I have been woken up by Nima's cries. I caress him, calm him down, promising that the difficult times will be over, but it seems that the dark days of our wills continue indefinitely. We are truly worried about Behnam's situation. We ask your help. We demand you to do whatever you can in whatever way possible in order to form a worldwide support for Behnam's release. We have been truly fed up with this situation. Behnam has neither killed somebody, nor has robbed someone, nor has he begged the nation's money. Behnam has only defended his right of those who, like himself, are subjects to injustice constantly. Behnam has defended the children who spend their days and nights on the streets. Why should those who defend humanity and own a conscience be imprisoned? We have written numerous letters to the authorities without receiving any response. We are frustrated and fed up. We ask you, women and men, you humanitarian people who own consciousness, to be on our side as before. We ask you to pressure the injustice authorities in Iran via our worldwide campaigns for the release of Behnam. My spouse and the father of my child, we thank you for any kind of your support in advance, with regards and the hope for Behnam's release. And now I will butcher her name. Zubeida Hajizadeh. And Nima Ibrahimzadeh, the son. Thank you.
So we have a petition, and PJ wrote this in Iran, the table. Please look at the petition and sign it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shukr, for that. And now okay, there's no need to, sorry, that's technology, unfortunately. Okay, so I'd like now to invite have anything with Pascal? Pascal Bacon. So we were trying to get hold of another speaker who's going to come by Skype. Pascal Bacon is an activist, a member of the CGT in France, and he's been also, he's a member of the International Workers' Solidarity Campaign in Iran, and he would like to, he was due actually, we are a little bit early to have him on, because originally I think it was around 6 o'clock. And he was going to talk about the water situation in France. If you just bear with us a couple of minutes, if we can get hold of Pascal. In the meantime, I'll remind you that when we finish around 7, a major part of the conference starts, and that's the social. So we're going to have a get-together with music and drinks. So just over about 1.5 hours for that. No? Okay, I think we should go straight ahead to our panel discussion. So I'd like to invite Hassan, Akram, Hoda, and Hamid, please, to come and take a seat here. I'll get enough seat. Thank you very much. So now At this section of the conference, we've got an opportunity to raise any questions that during the contributions that each of our fantastic speakers made in the course of the day. So I'll take questions from the floor. If you prefer to speak in any other language, we'll translate for you. If you prefer to speak in Swedish, in Farsi, French, German, Arabic, Spanish, Kurdish. So please, so anything that you feel that our panelists could start a discussion with, we are open for that. So I'll take any questions that you have. And if you want to make a short contribution, that's fine as well, to give us a chance for our panelists to speak about. Okay, Hassan? Yeah.
من یه سوال از حافظ دارم در رابطه با اینکه میگه که ما فرصت‌ها رو از دست دادیم و رهبری سیاسی که فرمان به قدرت بگیره قائل بوده و این باید عوض بشه. من میخوام بهشون توضیح بده خودش چطوری تغییر این وضعیت رو چطوری می‌بینه، یکم بیشتر توضیح بده.
Thanks. That's a question from Hassan Saleh, and that is he's putting it to Hatem Lawani. And Hatem, Hassan is asking, he's saying that you mentioned that very important, opportunities were lost for the left. You mentioned, and so he's asking from your perspective, what can be done? What do you feel can be done so that these opportunities can be seized and utilized? Yeah. Maybe answer now, maybe that's better, yeah. That's definitely general. You try first, see if that works. I think that's our best.
Thank you very much to all the comments. Thank you, Comrade Hassan. In fact, when I was speaking about lost opportunities, I just wanted to make a kind of auto-criticism, because you know that the real essence of our struggle must be based on criticism and auto-criticism in order to be able to move forward. Without criticizing ourselves and without taking the lessons from history, we can never move forward. That's why I talked about those lost or missed opportunities, which I compare to the missed and lost opportunities of the Iranian communist movement during the 1979 revolution. And in fact, those lost opportunities, as I explained, are due to the lack of the leadership and organized leadership of the revolution to organize the struggle, and due to the tactical mistakes of the left, and also due to the absence of a clear strategy in our fight, and to the absence of the readiness to take